What's good, YouTube? K.D.M Sports here, and a new fight has just been announced for the UFC between perennial contenders ARMAN TSARUKYAN and BENEIL DARIUSH, set for UFC Austin December 2nd. This is going to be an amazing fight for sure. Both are very talented fighters. ARMAN is young. I've been watching him for a while. He's one of the new generation fighters, and he's extremely skilled and well-rounded. ARMAN and BENEIL both have one common fighter they faced, and that was Gamrot. BENEIL, as we know, back at UFC 280, handedly beat Gamrot, whereas ARMAN actually had a very tough and close fight against Gamrot back in June 2022. I believe in this matchup that actually ARMAN has a very good chance of beating BENEIL, and not because of BENEIL's last performance against Charles, but just the stylistic matchup in general. ARMAN has very high-level grappling, and of course BENEIL has very high-level grappling too. But BENEIL, I would say, judging off of career takedown accuracy, isn't a great wrestler. He can wrestle, but he isn't great in the traditional sense, meaning he's not proficient at takedowns. BENEIL actually only has a 34% takedown accuracy, and ARMAN has a 36 takedown accuracy percentage. So neither are great at actually getting their opponents to the mat. Both have very good grappling defense though, and takedown defense. ARMAN, as we know, is actually a master of sport in MMA back in Russia. So he has a credential background that was even shown against extremely high-level fighters and grapplers in the UFC, like his debut matchup against current champ Islam and obviously Gamrot. Very high-level exchanges, and he was also younger. Now I think ARMAN has definitely learned through those experiences and is still young, most likely entering his prime at 27 years old. ARMAN has a 75% takedown defense percentage, and BENEIL has an 80% takedown defense percentage. As you can see, very similar. Height, BENEIL is taller, but reach is the same at 72 inches. I think on the feet, ARMAN is a crisp striker, a very crisp striker. He keeps his hands high and stays light on his feet. He uses a lot of kicks and combinations, which is what I like about ARMAN. He mixes things up well. He doesn't really telegraph much either. BENEIL, as we know, likes to lay back more and likes to play more of the counter striker. The big weakness though of BENEIL is sometimes he seems to be a bit sloppy, offensively striking wise, sometimes even going off balance at times, and he doesn't have great striking defense, and he keeps his hands a bit too low at times. This can be dangerous against someone who mixes their striking up. One thing I love that ARMAN does is he lands a lot of punch kick combos, and I feel like this is just not a great matchup for BENEIL. ARMAN does have to watch out for BENEIL's big left hand though, as BENEIL has great timing, and judging by ARMAN's striking defense, it hasn't been that great. He actually has a 54% strike defense, and of course BENEIL also has a lot of experience against ranked opposition, so you'll definitely have that advantage. This fight is going to be mostly a striking match with probably some grappling exchanges and scrambles, but nothing too significant. I think ARMAN should have the advantage in this matchup. I could even see ARMAN finishing BENEIL. BENEIL has had problems with kickboxers with good movement before. I just believe that ARMAN is faster, has more of a variety of tools on the feet, and he'll most likely win this matchup. I believe it will be a TKO finish for ARMAN, given BENEIL's track record against guys with good kickboxing technique, because BENEIL is not active enough at times throughout the fight either, in my opinion, and he doesn't have great striking defense. His strike defense percentage is at 58%. He sometimes opens himself up a bit too much as well, and he likes to get into brawls at times. As much as I like BENEIL, I feel like BENEIL has a lot of holes in his game stand-up wise. Someone young and entering their prime, who's also a better athlete and is well-rounded like ARMAN, can definitely exploit these holes in BENEIL's game. This is my overall opinion on this matchup. I think ARMAN takes this via TKO. Thank you guys for listening to me share my opinion on this pivotal lightweight contender matchup. Let's see if ARMAN can finally break into the top 5 and shake up the division. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and if you've got any opinions, leave it in the comment section below.